message for the chosen people. I want to talk to you about one of the most dangerous things that people can do when it comes to you. And that thing is to assume that they know you. You know, as a chosen seed, you are constantly going through transformation. And this transformation, when you awaken and you're actually in spiritual journey, and these transformation are without resistance. Like, we even learned how to trigger ourselves to go through more dark night of the soul by using the sword, the truth. As Jesus said, I came here and given you a sword. For the previous version of yourself, you are not trying to hide who you have become. You are not trying to cuddle anybody's emotion to appease. When you are a chosen seed, that you are truly awakening and you surrender to the process of change. One of the most dangerous things people can do is they assume that they know you. And I find that, on this journey, there is constant revelation. You're gonna have constant revelation of what's going on in the world around you, what's happening in the world within you, what's going on when it comes to your like and what you don't like, what you're beginning to like versus what you used to like. You get to a place that you just begin to embrace the organic version of yourself being revealed to you. However often, Most High, Father and Mother, would like to renew layers. A lot of people forget to tend that we are spirits having a human experience. And what we're talking about from the time that you came into this avatar, the current vessel that you are in, you were surrounded by different people, different personalities, societal influences. There were so many different factors that created the character that you present the world for. However long before you awakened. This can be years and years. It depends since when you went through the awakening. But for example, if you didn't awaken until you were 40, you literally was bringing your representative to the table for 40 years. And that representative, not because you are fake, because you are under the impression that who you have always been versus who you naturally are. And what the word got to say when you're 40 and you awaken and you self-evaluate and you begin to look at society's influences and the things that was taught to you by your parents, family, community, type of people that you were drawn to, you begin to realize, damn, I don't really like any of these things. I don't really like these people. I do evaluate that, and I don't even like my presented person that I used to present to the world. A whole lot of cleaning up begins to happen. You become very intentional about shedding these false layers, because your prime mission is to get down to the organic nature, the authentic nature, who the Most High Father and Mother created you to be. And so, you might have awakened at 40, and by 41, you're like, wow, you're moving different, you're talking different, you're walking different, you're vibing different. 42, you don't even look like you've been as like when you was 40. Now you move to 43, and now you shed whole another layer. And one of the greatest mistakes that people can make, that to assume that they know you, because you are on a journey of self-discovery. And in that journey of self-discovery, you hold nothing back. You're very transparent, very open. And so, assuming that this is who I am. Yes, a year ago, this is who I was. I used to express myself different than now. My organic nature has formed and changed. And then sometimes it makes people uncomfortable because they get too cozy with the old version of you. They're cozy with that version. But now, 44 hits, and you're still doing your spiritual work. You're still on the journey of discovering yourself. And now it's like, wow, you're expressing yourself from a totally different angle. But now, they're looking at you, feeling like you've done something to them for allowing that new version of you to be revealed, rather than staying that with the old version. Like, hello, change is possible. You're not gonna try to cuddle anybody's emotion. Your objective is not to keep anybody's comfortable. We're not here to keep any another person comfortable. We are here to set the example. And so, when people look at you, they should never be able to say, that person is predictable. I can pretty much gonna predict what they're gonna say and how they're gonna move. Because you're constantly ever evolving. Maybe you can, but if you are evolving, not concerned about the judgment from another people. No person, I don't care how close they are to you, how long they know you, how much they think they know you. No one that walks the face of this earth that can assume who you are today and who you're gonna be tomorrow. You know, when you go through that process of change and self-discovery, you are always evolving. If you are not changing, you are not growing. I'm just gonna say that one more time. If you are not changing, you are not growing. And that is the biggest, scariest thing with people who got so stuck and fixated with their own comfort zone, because they reflect something back to them that they are not comfortable with. And what reflects back to them is that, it's time to get out from that comfort zone. It's time for you to get outside of those lines and stop being afraid of what other people think about you and be yourself. What it is now, or later, or expressive openly, boldly, regarding of what other people think. But most sheeply people, are not ready for that type of vulnerability. And so they don't want you to be in that space. But ain't about them. It is about you staying on the path, following your divine assignment, and just being open to the process of change, and then going with the flow, flowing with it. Being comfortable with whatever it looks like. Because it takes a lifetime to get down to the organic version. Consider when you was born. You was unscathed, unblemished. But then you come to the world and you have all these people that are expressing particular patterns. People that have so comfortable with the inorganic version of themselves, the representative of that every pattern of this person. Okay, mama expressed herself this way, you can pretty much predict. Daddy expressed himself that way, you can pretty much predict. Grandma, grandpa, everybody have this way of being. You can predict that. That's easy. Pleasing the opinion of others. Tell me what changed from now 50 years back on the organic nature of the human being. Unless they were awakened, of course. And if they were awakened, you can guarantee that if that person was on a mission to become a best version of themselves, then you will always see a new spark, then a new life, a new energy, a new frequency. Then it's worth to hear. But that person will always be changing, and it will be exciting. Because it's unpredictable. You can't predict if that person was awakened. You watch them since you was a child until now. And you can say, like, this person went to this and this, went in this and this and this and had a transformation. And those people can get through that transformation, they get mad about you. So when you come out, and you decide to be the example, it can be very, very intimidating. But don't let people push you back to the shadows or tell you, oh, I really like you when you was this way. Oh, really? or like, when people come and tell you, you didn't change. That's not a compliment, motherfucker. Don't tell me that word. You didn't change. You still as you are. What? You're insulting me, motherfucker. That's one less layer to dim your light when they do this stuff. Oh, go back to how you used to be. This is societal conditioning, false belief systems, fears and insecurities, and codependencies. All these are heavy layers that kept you from showing people who you truly are. So keep pushing, keep taking these layers out and enjoy the process. And when somebody says that you have changed, tell them thank you. We're not even gonna argue about it. Thank you. That's what I'm supposed to do here. Hello? Like, what I'm doing is working for me. Thank you. That's my message for you all. I love you, and if I find this resonating with you in any way or another, then let me know what's your personal experience. I love to hit the button. Like, also subscribe and like and share instead just stuck. Shout out to the people who's liking.